Alright, hello everybody, long time no RC. So, not been to the track, the RC track, the outdoor track for a pretty long time, and I haven't played Mini-Z for a very long time as well, and most of this is due to work and weather. However, I have found a solution to it, and I give you the carpet. It's fresh, it's been out of its box for only a couple of days, so there's a lot of folds from the way it was shipped, because it wasn't rolled, it was folded in the carton box. This is a carpet that I designed and I got it printed. I could be able to print others, however it's not the plan at the moment. And I'm going to be racing the Mini-Zs. You can see the layouts of the track. There is an oval track that's going around, and then there is another track with quite a few turns. And here you go. I'm gonna try. It's gonna bounce around because, well, I have to let the carpet settle a little bit. I'm driving my PCOO, the SDR chassis, for the first time ever with a Kyosho hard body. That's the AMG. The reason why is because that's the car I drive on the simulation game, so I reckon I should drive it on the track as well. No, I didn't connect the battery properly. Here you go. So that's gonna be a good way to show the car. So that's the PCOO. Same as always, I have just changed the ratio, the steering ratio, in order to turn around that track, because they used to go on fast tracks, and so the steering was very little, so I had to increase it a lot. And yeah, let's give it a try. I actually have never tried with the hard body yet, so I'm gonna give it a go now. The idea is that I'm going to race with my son. He has an Atomic AMR with a Corvette body. I think I have a little bit too much left turn there, but I'm gonna have to get used to it. I have some LEDs that I'm gonna put in the car later on, so that's gonna look pretty cool. At the moment, I am not doing any 3D shapes for the turns in the track, because I'm going to be playing mainly to teach my son how to play RC, so I want him to be able to miss his corners and not end up in the wall. I find Mini-Z tracks for beginners to be very frustrating when you keep hitting walls all the time. So this way you can mess up like I did just now, and there is no punishment for it. Alright, so you can see there is the main layout with this way around, and then you have the oval track. The oval track is going to be fast once the bumps are gone. That's going to be a fun one to go. For the oval track, I might put some circles over there, like something that'll stop from cutting that corner. And the track the size is pretty good, so of course it's very slow because there is no, the straight line is very short, and there's a lot of corner because I have to deal with the size of Hong Kong homes, which are tiny. To give you an idea, the carpet is roughly 4 meters by 2 meters wide, and the track on the straight line is 50 cm wide, and the corners is going to be between 50 and 40 cm wide. So it's going to be a good width for racing with like 2 or 3 cars. More cars would be pretty insane and very hard to pass, but I feel this way it's pretty scale. The width of the track, imagine having 2 cars side by side. You can pass, but you have to be mindful not to push each other. And so the way I've designed the track is I wanted to make the oval very visible, And so this entire straight line of the oval, I've made a lot of tire marks on it to make it look like many cars have been driving by, so it's kind of worn out the curbs, but you can still see it. And the idea as well with this is that you could change the layouts to not take that 80-degree hairpin over there. Oh no, I'm stuck in the bump. You could avoid taking the hairpin and just kind of follow in between the tracks. So take through here, right? And then just shorten it, and then shorten it here as well. So you can kind of play around with the layouts. Of course, there is the reverse layouts that's visible. But I think that's going to be perfectly fun, especially right now that it's extremely blistering hot outside. And when it's not blistering hot, it's pouring rain. So summer for you is going to be a nice thing to race in the aircon without having to pay the charges for the local tracks. Oh dude, this is driving well. You know, I have refrained myself from getting any hard bodies for all these years, but my son is collecting 1/27th die casts, and what I was building the Atomic AMR for him with he wanted to have a Corvette buddy, and so I bought the Kyosho, the Corvette C8 for him, and I just thought like, alright, they are all my cars are the same wheelbase, is 98mm, let's get myself one as well. And I'm really pleased because it's looking grand like that, and it's gonna look really cool to have those two GT3s on the track. Aside from driving the GT3s together, I'm going to have another freewheel for him. So I have my trike, my sidecar, F1 sidecar, which is the mirror version of my mini trike, and I'm gonna make him a B2B because his receiver is much bigger than the mini receivers I have. I bought a very basic remote control for him, so the receivers are a little bit big. So we're gonna have sidecar races as well. But here you go, I just wanted to show around the carpet. I think this is a really nice way to driving some Mini Z at home really easily, and it's not bothersome like building a Mini Z track in your living room. That takes a really long time and it's really hard to store. This one I can just roll it in and out of the room, and it doesn't take any space. I just put it vertically against the wall, and then I roll it what I want to play. So that's really good. I'm driving like an absolute pig, but that is the idea of not having any walls around the track, is that you can drive poorly and not get penalties for it. I still have my lap counting system. I don't know if I'm going to use it again, the Easy Lap, but I have it, so we shall see. Am I stuck in the carpet? Reverse. Yeah, I really like this car. Let me show you, let me bring the other car I have, the other Kyosho buddy. Here you go. So I'm yet to get the proper wheel offset. So at the moment the offset is too narrow for the tires for the Corvette. But as the buddy, that's the Atomic AMR. Nothing has changed, just the same electronic I have in there, the Mini Q brushless 6000 kV. We are running like, I'm running 50% throttle, well 50% endpoint on the remotes, but I can't go full throttle at all. So you're driving like 25%, 30% of max speed. But so you see, my son is collecting those. The scale varies between the brands, but they are 127-ish, 1/32 scale cars. So I think those are going to look pretty cool when he plays, to have them laying around the track. And here's the one he's going to drive. I'm going to install LEDs on both, and so we're going to have those two GT3s And then later on we'll have the sidecars as well, so we can have two type of race. And of course with the oval we are going to do oval racing. I still have my NASCAR truck buddy that I've made quite a while ago, so we might go for those. And yeah, so that's pretty much the news with the RCs. I haven't been making much new vehicles, cause mainly now for the when it comes to making RCs, I'm designing the bodies for a Super Rad design. He's doing from the US. He's doing all the homologated body, the EFRA body, the IFMAR body. So I've designed all the bodies for him. He's got a lot of 112 pan car buddies. We did a GT, we did a Zonda buddy. I'll show you the car. I have the Zonda over here. And right now we're doing two new buddies for touring cars, and there shall be more to come. So I've been busy doing that. There was too much going around during COVID and after COVID with the shipping and the moving and a lot of problem with the suppliers and post office. So I still have the store, of course. Basically I'm only selling the bodies now. I still have spare parts and some chassis, but they're mostly marked out of stock. I can still build a few of the 112 and the Mini-Zs, but that's on request only. It's not directly accessible on the store. The store is only selling the Mini-Z bodies now and a couple of 112 body, but it's mostly the 128 body. So this is what's going on. I think I'm gonna be able to film a lot more content when my son is together here, when he's back from China, and we're going to be able to do some GT3 racing together, maybe film some video about teaching him how to drive. He knows how to drive RC cars, but we're driving crawlers only, so he's new to on-roads. So I think it would be fun to have a couple of videos with this. And that's it. I'm going to leave you on the little bit of poor driving of the AMG with the PCOO chassis. And I will make more videos in the near future, so we'll talk again soon. All right, see you everyone. Oh, I wish it was less bumpy. It will be. Oh, wow. Good thing I don't have walls. Oh my goodness. Alright. On this magnificent crash ending up in the sand. See you everyone. Bye bye.